Namaste. Welcome.
Namaste.
This practice is about nonviolence. Ahimsa is the Sanskrit word for nonviolence through thought or action. Practicing ahimsa means refraining from intentionally causing physical or psychological pain to any other being. And practicing ahimsa has several benefits. It generates mental fortitude, increases compassion, and engenders peace. The strength it generates allows the yogi to resist the impulse to overreact when insulted or unjustly criticized. Ahimsa is the first and the most important of the 5 yogic restraints. Niyamas, recommended by Patanjali in his Yoga Sutras, because it represents the right attitude necessary to lead a moral life. Yoga calms the mind so that we can begin to overcome any anger, hatred, jealousy, greed, or possessiveness that may provoke violence. Rest your mind in the mantra of the breath as you practice, quelling the disturbances that rock your mental equilibrium. So it's time to invoke the spirit of nonviolence with reverence, to create a sacred space and a special time. Create a soft fist with each hand and fold the fingers around the thumb. This is Mushti Mudra, and it helps to transform anger, aggression, or resentment. It also helps to concentrate the mind and create a powerful feeling of centeredness, to shift away from agitation and into purpose. So breathe. And when you get angry, someone will say, now take some deep breaths. So let's do that. Let's take some deep centering breaths to increase our equanimity, peace, and understanding. And let go of any pride or ego. Save your indignation for things that don't have a voice. Because when we react to someone's bad behavior, it serves only to entangle our karma with theirs. You don't want to do that. So there's no need to teach them a lesson. We have that urge sometimes. Karma will do it for you. So just let it happen on its own. All right, going to some standing poses. So please rise up, stand. Good job. Bringing the arms up, interlacing the fingers, and pressing the palms to the sky, pressing down through the feet, and drawing the navel in towards the spine to keep the back from arching. So just a straight back. Inhale, lengthen the body, pressing the feet down, pushing the palms up. And on the exhale, integrate and connect to the source of your strength through the core, expanding to the periphery on the inhale, And connecting to your core on the exhale. Good job. And bring the hands behind the head. Open the elbows. Press the head back. Inhale, look up. And with the exhale, look down and bring the elbows forward as you stretch the back of the neck. And continue that flow with your breath. Big breaths in and long breaths out. And release the arms down and swing them side to side, twisting the torso. Perfect. That's all. And now with the standing back bend, we'll just hold on to the back of the hips and draw the shoulder blades in and look up. Take several breaths, lifting the heart on the inhale and squeezing the buttocks on the exhale to take the head back a little deeper. Now, forward fold. Begin to slide the hands down to the knees. Take a breath there. And as you exhale, let the hands continue sliding downward. Soften the knees on the inhale. And straighten the legs on the exhale. Perfect. Bend the knees, press the feet down, lift the back up, and lift the arms overhead. And now, interlacing the fingers, turn the palms up and twist to the left side. So you're pressing down through the right foot, reaching out through the arms. And then switch to the other side, twist to the right. Press the palms up, press the feet down. Perfect. And release the arms. Now widen the feet, and you can turn the toes out to come into a squat. Malasana. The heels might lift. You may need to rock a little. And just find where you can balance. If you can lift the hands, do that. Some nice deep breaths. Helps calm the mind. And release and stand up. Reach up to the sky. And then relax and lower the arms. Okay. We'll start in the front of the mat to do vinyasa, lifting the arms, inhale. And exhale, fold forward. And walk the feet back to downward facing dog. And just walk the dog a little, walking the knees, moving the hips, whatever movement intuitively feels right. You can start to make a wave-like movement by bringing the shoulders forward on the inhale. And then bending the knees, pushing the hips back on the exhale. Creating a wave-like flow in the spine. Now rest the knees on the mat, table pose. And go ahead back to child's pose, sitting to the heels. Inhale, lift up the armpits, broaden the neck and shoulders. And on the exhale, lengthen the arms, pressing the hips down towards the heels. Pulsing with the breath. To ease up on the inhale. And to stretch the spine longer on the exhale. Now lift the hips up, curl the toes under, and press back to downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Softening the knees and shoulders on the inhale, and then lengthen the spine, straighten the knees as you exhale. Good work. Lower the knees down. And now lift the hands up. And we'll hold the back of the hips. And look up for camel pose. Ustrasana. And press down through the tops of the feet and squeeze the buttocks to lift up in the chest. Tuck the chin slightly so you don't pinch the back of the neck. And take your head back. If it's available, you can reach down, hold one heel or both heels. And release, lift the arms up. Lift up out of the hips and back. And rest hands down. All right. We'll sit back to the heels. Virasana. Hands can either rest on the thighs or on the soles of the feet. Just keeping the head, neck, and trunk in one plumb line. Now, if you want additional stretch in these quadriceps and thighs, just walk the hands back. Lift the hips slightly as you tilt the head back. Now, you can keep going down and recline onto the elbows or the back, the head. This is Supta Virasana. Then lifting out. It's the hard part. Coming back to a nice downward dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. And then look up, step the right foot forward, and lower the left knee down. The Anjaneyasana, the monkey pose, lifting the arms. Pressing down through the back foot helps lift the chest, lengthen the spine. And release and lower the hands down. Begin to twist to the right and revolve. Option here is to curl the back toes under and straighten the back leg to a high lunge. And release the hands and knee down. And start to straighten this front knee. You probably want to walk the foot forward a few inches. Lift up the toes. And on the inhale, lift up the chest to lengthen the spine. And with the exhale, straighten the knee, tighten the tummy. And be willing to swallow your pride if it's getting in the way and causing, your own self-violence here. So you're not overstretching or hyperextending the knee. Ahimsa applies to how we approach our asana practice as well. We're not going to say, I'll get that pose if it kills me. That defeats the whole purpose. Okay, come out of that stretch and step the right foot back. And let's go back to downward dog. So that fixes everything. Now when we look up, step the left foot forward, lower the right knee down. The monkey pose, Anjaneyasana. Lift up the arms, pull in through the navel, so we're drawing the legs underneath, pulling back through that front heel, helps to tuck the hips deeper, lowers your center of gravity, gives you better connection to the earth. More stability gives you greater courage to reach up, arch back. Now lower the hands. And did our twist here or not? No, just straighten the leg. All right. Inhale, lift up the chest, roll the shoulders back. With the exhale, squeeze that kneecap, lift it up, pulling the thigh bone back into the hip socket. And work the pose gently with the breath, without violence. Ahimsa. Nice deep breaths, takes you deeper into the pose. Okay, and relax, step the left foot back. We'll go to pigeon pose. If you want, you can come from downward dog into pigeon, or just slide that right knee forward behind the right wrist and lower the hips down, walking the left knee back. Now keep the hips balanced, level. The right hip crease pulling back, the left hip pulling forward, so the pelvis now is square to the front of the mat. And we'll fold over the right hip. Carefully. Sensing what you're feeling in the body. And knowing it's okay to swallow your pride. If it's hurting your body, just back off a little bit. Finish that deep breath. And we'll lift up to switch sides. If you choose, you can walk the knees a little in down dog. And then bring the left knee forward for pigeon pose, or Ekapada Raja Kapotasana. Ekapada, one leg. Right? Raja, the royalty of the pose. So, give your breath the dignity of a royal person. Even though this is fully stretched out and supported by the floor, we'll still maintain enough muscular energy active in the core of the pelvis to preserve the balance, alignment, and stability necessary. Well, let's go down all the way to the mat. Prone position, full pranam. So reach out the arms in prayer. Pay homage to that divine spirit within us. The right attitude of non-violence, Ahimsa, sets the stage for all the other restraints and observances. Now bring the hands back along either side of the chest for Cobra pose, Bhujangasana, and tuck the elbows in, press the hips down, curl the head and shoulders up. Now lengthen the legs so the toes press straight back, elbows pull back, and the chest reaches up. Good, nice, look great. Now do a little twisting, rocking the hips. You can even tap one foot behind to the side. That's right. And lower the chest down. Reach the arms back. And turn palms face down. And start to lift the shoulders again, this time without the hands supporting. Just a half bow. Or half locust, I guess we would say. Now lower the chest and chin down. We'll keep the chin down and the chest. Now just only lift the legs. And lower the legs down. Relax, open the heels. We'll do one more to clasp the hands behind the back, lift the chest, and lift the legs. Lifting everything up. Good, good, good. Great. Awesome. One more breath. And relax. Chin to the side, heels open, and any shifting, adjusting you need. Okay, well, how about we come up to stand? Start at the front of the mat. Warrior one, with stepping the right foot back, bending the left knee. Now, inner spiral the right thigh so the right hip can face forward. The right heel stay grounded. Good. Now with the arms over the shoulders, and engage muscular energy through the core of the pelvis. Enlist the breath. Perfect. Good. Nice breath to expand on the inhale and to strengthen from the core on the exhale. All right, take the arms forward, toe touch with the back foot, and balance on the front leg for warrior three. Then, if you have balance, lift the back leg. And carefully step back to warrior one. Inhale, lift it up. And exhale, lower the arms. Now you can do a vinyasa to switch sides, or just step the right foot forward, the left foot back. So either way, we'll end up back at the front of the mat. Now with the right foot forward and the left heel down. Solidify the power of your hips, pelvis. Ground first before you start adding superstructure up here in the arms. And good. Inhale, expand to the fingertips. Exhale, connect to your source of strength, power in the core. Now to warrior three, tap the back foot in, lengthen, and then slowly balance on the right leg, lifting the left, trying to keep the hips level. That's a challenge. All right. When you're finished, you step back to warrior one. Take another breath, and then lower the arms. And let's come back to the front of the mat. Let's try a tree pose, tree pose. So start by pressing the palms together. Here, drawing the shoulder blades into the back, the navel to the spine. And then focus your gaze on the floor, some spot in front of you. Balance on the left leg to begin, and toe touch with the right foot. Turn the knee out 90 degrees. Then try lifting the right foot and press it against the inner left leg. Inhale, grow taller, shoulders back. Exhale, strengthen. And try lifting the arms if you want to. Fully open this tree up. You're doing so well. So proud of you. And lower the arms and just reconnect to the breath. We'll begin the second side, Anjali Mudra, to connect to the midline. So the palms pressing together, the shoulders drawing in. This is providing more balance. As you come on to the right leg, turn the left knee out to the side. Keep breathing. Try balancing. Try lifting the arms. And release that, rest the arms, and relax. Okay. Maybe we should close the door just to keep the noise out. Oh. Hi, Jim. That's all right. We got it. All set. To continue, how about we do Warrior Two? So from the front of the mat, step the right foot back, but now turn the toes out 90 degrees and bend the left knee. Okay. Now sense where you are with your shoulders. Are they too far forward over the front or back? Well, you can balance. And then strengthen here in the core, the abdomen. Press down through the soles of the feet. Wonderful. Awesome warriors. Now straighten the left knee. Come on to triangle pose. Inhale, look up, the right shoulder back. And exhale, draw the navel in, lengthen the legs. Stacking the shoulders, right over left. Now bend the left knee and keep extending the top arm over the ear for extended side angle. Parshva Konasana. Now we'll move on to half moon pose. Hold on to the right hip with the right hand. Tap the back foot closer and balance. Left hand on the floor. Right leg now can lift. And the top arm can lift too if you want. Finished, step back down to Warrior Two. And rest arms, switch sides. So right foot forward, left foot back. Bending the right knee. And then finding your balance over the hips. Inhale, shoulders up and back. And exhale, navel in, hips down. Trikonasana, straighten the right knee, triangle pose. Look up to the left hand. And carefully breathe. Breathing compassion, understanding, letting go of pride or jealousy. Bend the right knee as you move to side angle pose, Parshva Konasana. And then half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana. Tap the back foot in, balance on the right hand and right leg. Lift the left leg up. And if you want, open the left arm. Open the chest. Stack the hips. And maybe you try and lift that bottom hand for more challenge. Yeah, and step back to warrior two when you're done now all that fun stuff. And relax the arms, straighten the legs, and turn the feet parallel, wide apart, for a wide leg forward fold. Work your way down the legs. Hands under the shoulders or on a set of blocks. Inhale, softening knees. And exhale, straighten the legs. Lift up in the navel. All right, how about we sit down and bring the legs to the front. Flex the ankles and press the heels down to pull them back underneath you, helping to lift up in the lower back. Balance on the sitting bones. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, fold forward with the crown of the head leading the way. Inhale, rise enough to fill your lungs. And on the exhale, tighten the tummy, lift the kneecaps. So there's a graceful flow. And the breath helping to keep the pose Ahimsa, non-violent. And release, lift the back up. Lift up the knees so you're balancing on the sitting bones. Go on to Navasana, the boat. And if you wish to, release the hands for more power in your core. Deeper breath. Awesome. 2 more breaths. 1 more, and release. Lower the feet, then open the legs to a wide angle. Good. Spiral the inner thighs down, move the sitting bones back and apart, and helps draw the lower back in. Keep the legs active, the heels pressing down but pulling under you to preserve that arch in the lower back. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold. And it may not seem obvious that you need muscular energy in the legs while you're sitting on the floor. That's what's keeping you steady, aligned, and safe. Deep breaths help to keep the pose non-violent. peaceful and compassionate. And release, lifting up to a straight back. Bring the hands to help lift the knees up. And set the feet wide apart on the mat for some twisting. Just windshield wiper the knees to one side for a breath. And then take them to the second side for a breath. And do that a couple more times. No rush. All right. Let's do on our back, reclining leg cradle. Lift up the knees and then cross the right ankle over the left knee. The right knee is open to the side. And for added stretch, you can lift up the left foot and thread the right arm through, holding the back of the left thigh with both hands. And once you see you've got that, lower your head and shoulders back down. Inhale, lengthen the arms, and exhale, tighten to bring the knee closer. There you go. Now you can switch sides. Right foot down and the left ankle crossed over the right knee. Perhaps threading the left arm through to hold the back of the right thigh with your hands. And bringing the right knee closer as you exhale. But refilling the lungs totally on the inhale. And slowly exhaling, waiting till that whole breath is gone before starting the next breath. Breathing in peace, understanding. Breathing out any anger, resentment, or jealousy. And rest the feet back down. Open the knees apart so the soles of the feet are pressed together. And if you need to readjust, lift the hips and set them down where you're comfortable. Not too much tension in the thighs or hips. And the spine is free to flex and extend as you inhale, arching. And as you exhale, lengthening, flattening. And you can add a little friendly assistance on the stretch with weight of the hands on the inner thighs. Not violently pressing on the thighs, but just a little friendly assistance. And now press the knees together again and hug the knees into the chest. And you can add any little movements of rocking side to side, circling, whatever intuitively feels right in your body. And let's also practice happy baby, separating the knees and holding the ankles or feet. Pull the knees down into the armpits. And play with this pose for fun. Now, rest the feet again to the mat. Press the feet down enough to float the hips up and place the backs of the hands underneath the buttocks. Then sit down on the back of the hands so you have height, and you can extend and invert the legs up to the sky. So this is a calming inversion. You can add to the calming effect by lengthening the exhale to be twice as long as the inhale. So if you inhale to a count of 3, try to exhale to a count of 6. And when you're finished, lower the feet, remove the hands, and stretch out the legs. Lift the arms up over the head and stretch to the whole length of your body. Lengthening the arms and legs in opposite directions, spreading the fingers and toes, and moving all the little muscles in the hands and feet, the wrists and ankles, and the head and neck, back, the hips, the shoulders, every part of your body having the opportunity to express its own need to stretch. And once you're finished with that stretching, you can bring your arms back down by your side, turn the palms face up, and tuck the shoulder blades flat underneath. Letting the chest open to breathe naturally. And I will make it a little less bright here. So your eyes can rest. Sink into the eye sockets. Your forehead can rest. Soften. And your jaw and mouth slacken. And your arms relax and just feel heavy sink into the mat. Hands and fingers let go of any grasping or let your chest relax and any knots unravel. Releasing any anger or jealousy or resentment, just letting it go. Relax in the belly, and the hips, in the pelvis, unraveling any knots there so they can let go of any fears or worries. Just relax down the legs. So all those large and small muscles now can rest. They don't need to hold you up. The floor is holding you. So you can just relax in those legs and feet, and the ankles, and toes. And breathe as though your whole body breathes, nourishing every part of your body, every nook and cranny. And relaxing all those muscles, trustfully surrendering to this peace, this tranquility, this serenity. The Sanskrit word shanti means peace. Just repeating mentally the word peace or the word shanti brings you peace of mind, peace in your heart, and peace in your day-to-day living. Sahana vavatu, sahano bhunaktu, sahaviryam karvavahe, tejasvina naditamastu, ma vidvishavahe. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace in my heart, peace in my mind, peace in my life. Now start to deepen your breath and start to awaken your muscles, moving and stretching them. And then when you feel ready, roll to your right side. Bring your consciousness back to this place, time, awake, alert, and ready to move on with your day. Come back sitting up. And I congratulate you on your non-violent practice of Ahimsa. Namaste.